Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗀𝗀, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And with Loki releasing onto Disney Plus, a lot of fans have really loved just where this storyline is going and what it means for the future of the MCU. But actually, in a recent interview with Tom Hiddleston, he actually elaborated a little bit on something very interesting, which could have larger implications for the rest of the MCU, along with the character Loki, that we wanted to take a closer look at, because perhaps this could mean some big things coming in the future. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So when it comes to the Loki television series, it is really interesting the fact that we are going to be dealing with the possibility of multiple Lokis, especially because we know that we have the Loki variant from the 2012 timeline, which showed up as the main focus in the Disney Plus series, but also at the end we got a tease of possibly another Loki variant that is obviously causing some major problems. So it is really interesting when Tom Hiddleston was asked in an interview with Marvel Entertainment what his thoughts were on the possibility of multiple timeline versions of Loki. His response was actually really unique. Tom Hiddleston actually was willing to acknowledge the fact of the character kind of having branching characters, and in the interview he said, well, you know, we contain multitudes, as the saying goes. I found there are so many multifaceted aspects of this character that often exist within him, either in concert or in conflict. That's part of the pleasure I have in playing him. He also went on to say, then to have that interior multiplicity internalized was thrilling. It's really interesting because we've looked at this channel a little bit about how Tom Hiddleston in interviews tries to dance around topics that could lead to spoilers, and this does seem like an answer where he is trying to not necessarily explicitly say something, but also acknowledging that at this point fans are probably putting the pieces together and are very clearly seeing different versions of Loki. Though the fact that these are possibly in one way or another connected to make up one version of this character is interesting, as the way he alluded to it in the interview means that they're kind of each different pages of the same being. And of course, we have seen that different Loki variants appear in the Loki comic book origins. We know that Loki is capable of taking up multiple forms, so it is really interesting to hear Tom Hiddleston's response. And while he didn't necessarily give anything away or spoiled anything, he's opened the door to at least acknowledge this fact and kind of lead a lot of fans to see that not only will this Loki series possibly dive really into this character and who he is at his core, but also leave the door open for some sort of really big plotline drawn from the comic book franchise. It may not be the case where we are just dealing with one or two Lokis here. We may be seeing a large number of possible Loki variants from different times or different characters, and maybe have one main one, or we may see Loki as the character that we've been following from the first episode branch out into different versions of himself as well. Possibilities are really open, and what Tom Hiddleston said in this interview is incredibly interesting for that specific reason. But what do you guys think about this, and how do you feel about the idea of multiple Lokis existing in the MCU? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every day of the week. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.